Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. In the last episode, we went and did a mission for the Fighters Guild, which basically angered the Dark Brotherhood because we could finally do it, because we were kind of waiting until we joined the Dark Brotherhood to do it. So we went back and did that, and then we finally joined the Thieves Guild, and we started doing quests for them, and we moved actually through all of them that were available to us at the beginning, because they're all in towns, and they're not really that complicated. So, I went in between episodes and I traveled a distance so I could, rank up with them, because it takes, only every 30 days can you actually get a rank up, and so will quests become available. So there should be new quests when I talk to you now. Been a lot of talk about you lately, kid. Fact is, the Guildmaster says you're ready for it to be a full crook now. Don't mean much, to tell you the truth, except that you're doing something right. And there should be more quests available. There are. Now let me do a quick confirmation here. A stolen gem, a temple visit, valuable artwork, the Jewel Heist, the noble's jewelry, a prized item, valuable pages, a prized herb, the rich merchant, and a treasured potion. So all the quests that are currently listed from the UESP wiki are currently available. So unless there is an additional quest that is available via a mod that will happen once I reach max rank, this should theoretically be all the quests. So depending on how long these quests are, because if they are as short as the last episode, this might be the last episode of the Thieves Guild, or it could be the second to last, but basically you got one or two more episodes of the Thieves Guild, because there's not that many. So we'll start with the stolen gem. Listen, Vasa, you got one of our family who's in trouble. You got a couple days to help one of the family, absolutely. Good, High Elf. One of our best cat burglars in the Howling Dagger Inn is holed up. Excuse me? This sounds like a very similar quest we already did. Okay. He's holed up in a rat trap called the Laughing Gnome. On her person is a hot stone she lifted it from her palace. Now, the word is someone saw it on her, and the guards are casing the place. Out of respect, the owner of the Laughing Gnome, they're waiting 9 days before moving. Get to the Laughing Gnome and give Carlotta Masterson that hunk of platinum in exchange for the jade, and then bring it back here. You understand? Now, good. Now, there ain't no time. Okay, I'm going to do something real quick that I don't normally do. At the end of every episode, I do an end save, like I just did. So I'm going to load the end save, because I want to make sure that I actually clicked the correct thing. A stolen gem. That is what I'm wanting. Now it's in Gothpath, and now it's in Links and Guard. Okay, no, it's just the same exact quest as the last episode. Okay, it's a little... No, that's not where I need to go. That's a little bizarre. Okay, can we go through here? No. So we need to go to Gothpath via this menu, because they won't let me go via the other menu via the, what's it called? The active quest window. So, how many taverns? Oh, joyous day, joyous day. There's like 7 of them. Well, let's try this one over here, and if it's not this one, I will be back once we have found it. But let's try here first. Maybe we'll get lucky, as I don't get immediately lucky by going to the correct side of the tavern. Is this it? The Dirty Wolf, is that what we needed? I don't think it was. I think it was the Links. Okay. I'll be back after we find the Links in the Guard. Alright, we're here at the Links in the Guard. And we're needing to talk to... who? Is it you? Yes. Bless my lord, Vassip, you're a lifesaver. It turns out someone saw me with a diamond, and they figure it's stolen gem. This hunk of tin will be my ticket out of here. Remind me to buy you a drink sometime. Now hurry back to Rodard Yom House. There's to be real suspicion if you're not back in 6 days. Okay, well, this was just a straight-up kind of reskin of the quest that we just did last episode, so... nothing brand new, but we did come in on the south side of town, so that was nice. I always appreciate it. Now I appreciate, coming in on the south side of town if I'm coming for the Thieves Guild. But yeah, not a big fan though. I'll say this critique: not a big fan of the reskin quests. That basically some of these guilds have just basically same exact quests, almost word for word. So that was perfect example. You saw one in the last episode, and now this episode, almost the exact same premise, except one was a gem and one was a stone. Here, dude. Good job, Vassip. I hear that Evelara Gehring showed the guards a piece of tin they thought was a diamond, and they bought her a drink as an apology. I tell you, ain't no life like the life of a scoundrel. Here's your share of the diamond, 981 gold. You earned it, Vassip. Thank you, thank you. Let's mark a stolen gem as completed. Let's move on to a temple visit. Got a guild job for you if you're interested. That is interested, okay. Name is Radard. We know who you are. We're gonna name you Rhodey. We know who you are, Rhodey. Some guy wants a talisman lifted from the Temple of Kennerith. Want to take it? Absolutely. Okay, here's the skinny. You go to the Temple of Kennerith in Oxbeth. Take the talisman and bring it back to me. You get the usual guild fee of 1,057 gold pieces. You got 9 days to put it in my hands. Alright. This way. Get on you, Fortune. And perfect. We can actually use the active quest menu. This is going to be the temple, so we don't even need to know. I don't even need to ask around. That's one beauty of the temples, is the temples all kind of look the same. We know if it's just a block, if it's a perfect square, it's going to be a fighter's guild. And we know if it's going to be that weird kind of weird shape thing, it's going to be a temple. It's only ever really a problem if there's multiple of those shapes in the same area. Then you have to figure out which one's the actual Temple of Kennerith. Okay, we're looking for a something. I will know it when I see it. We're taking that. Thank you. And we can leave. Go back to, excuse me, thank you. Go back to Aldingwall. We're probably, unfortunately, going to come in, I imagine, on the east side. Nope, we came in on the south side. Love to see it. Love to see it. And it is foggy as all get out. Here's the thing, I don't mind the fog if it's bright out like it is. I do mind the fog, and we kind of saw it in the last episode. I do mind the fog if it's dark and foggy. If it's dark and foggy, then it's a nightmare trying to find people to talk to. I know this is not the situation in which we need to find people to talk to, but I'm just saying in general, that's when it can be kind of a problem. But overall, I like the kind of fog aesthetic. Okay, let's go in here, turn this in. Hey, Rhodey, back. Boy, some guys are hard to figure out. Can you believe he paid to have this lifted? Wasn't as if there was some hideous guardian stopping from doing it himself, huh? There was. Maybe he wasn't so screwy. Here's your fee, Vass. Good working with you. Thank you. Next quest. Let's mark temple visit as completed. Thank you. Check and check. Valuable artwork. Ho there, Vassip. You remember me? We know who you are, Rhodey. Are you up for a guild job today? I got one here that seems right up your alley. This rich guy just got a painting that could fetch a nice price. He stashed it at the Hartford residence in Copperton Farmstead. Bring it back and you'll get a guild fee of 882 gold pieces. Oh yeah, and I need it within 8 days. Done. Oh man, this does seem like we're probably gonna... Unless there's a quest, I don't know why I did that, I can go through here. If there... It's seeming that unless there is a quest that really sends me into a dungeon that I have problems with, it seems like we're probably going to move through all the quests in this episode, because we're moving quick. This is not the one we wanted, so we want this little building over here is actually what we want. I always check the windmill first, just because I think windmills are cool, and I love to see them. Right here. Great, and we're going to just look around, and we don't even need to really worry about who's going to try and stop us. Take that painting, thank you. You saw nothing. Oh, hello, spider. No, cut it out. Did you send your pet spider after me? Really? Either that or you got an infestation problem. But either way, I helped you out. Well, I helped you out by relieving you of a painting you didn't need, and I'm gonna clear out the rest of your building in case it was infested. Okay, you're completely clear of spiders, ma'am. You're welcome. Going back to Aldingwall. I will unfortunately probably come in, I'd imagine, on the north or west side, because I imagine, I'm pretty sure that the way it determines where you come in at is where you were coming from. So yeah, I came in from the north side, so I'll be back once we are at the Thieves Guild. Alright, we're back here at the Thieves Guild. Let's go ahead and give good old Rhodey this painting. Hey dude, hardly a scratch on it. Sorry about the Guardian. We didn't know he had gone and done that. Here's your pay. Thank you. Mark the artwork as completed. Jewel Heist is next. So, Jewel Heist. Here's something right up your thing. jewelry heist in the works. Want to get in on it? Standard guild pay of 825 gold. Yep. Madness. Bloody brilliant. Go to the Hearthford residence of Copperwing Hall. Find the torque and get it back here. Keep an eye open. There's supposed to be some sort of guardian in the dump. Done. So yeah, again, as I've been... Listen, horse. You got one job, and that's to keep the cart on you. And listen, cart, you got one job, and it's for you to stay on the horse. I don't want to see you two apart from one another, so I don't know why you're deciding to detach from one another. Okay, which building is it? There's not that many buildings, but I need to find the Hearthford residence. Okay, well, that's fine. You can have your opinions, but I still need to know where it is. Thank you for pointing it on my map, you kind individual. Little do you know what exactly you're asking, you're allowing me to do, which is thieve them. Okay, great. Get my sword out, because they said there's going to be some kind of protection or something. Anything up here? Nope, never is, but you gotta check. Always check your corners. And hello, person. I will take the torque, thank you. And I will wait for whatever to spawn in, because I think there should be something. Nothing? Really? That guy said, like, there should be something spawning in, but okay, fine. I will take my leave then, thank you. I will go back to Aldingwall, and I should be coming in, unfortunately, on the side. I am, so I'll be back once we are at the Thieves Guild. Okay, we're back. Hey, dude, here it is. Nice work, thank you. Next quest. Well, let's mark Jewel Heist is completed. Thank you. Next, a Noble's Jewelry. We have had our eye on you, Vasa. Never mind who we are. You are an up-and-coming member of this guild. If you were to do a special job for us, for no pay, we might look favorably on you in the future. What do you say? Absolutely. Your assignment is very simple. The king in Chesterwark has recently bought a cloth amulet of decent enough workmanship that we're interested in taking a closer look. You're going to have to precisely 17 days to find a way into the palace, abscond with said bauble, and be back here. Not impossible for a true member of the Thieves Guild, so what are you waiting for? Fast off with you. Done. I will be back within easily 17 days as I immediately get lost in the building. Let's go to Chesterwark. I've not been there, but it's actually near Gothway Garden. It's amazing, though, that, this is episode, I believe, 34 now. Palace is there. We always know what a palace looks like. It's amazing because we've done predominantly almost every single solitary thing in the region of Daggerfall. The only other time we were ever outside of Daggerfall really is when we had that mission for the Fighters Guild, which was from a mod that took us over here in the Rothgarian Mountains for a little while. But we've not really ever been anywhere else. We've only ever stuck really in the Daggerfall region, and that's kind of been intentional to a degree. This game called Daggerfall, so I'm going to want to stick to the region of Daggerfall. I'm pretty sure probably, though, once we hit the main story, we're probably going to have to go to different areas. But it's still kind of amazing now, 34 episodes in, that we're still occasionally getting towns that we've never been to before. I've been saying all these places sound alike and all that stuff, and there are some that we've actually absolutely been to before, like Charing, we've been to multiple times. But this place we've never been to. I feel very, very strongly in that. I could be completely wrong, but I don't ever remember being in this town. Let's grab the cloth amulet, which typically is going to be in, like, this location, typically. Yes, perfect. Thank you. It's supposed to be the piece. You have the cloth amulet. You have to get it back. Great. I will get it back immediately. Man, these guild quests are super duper duper quick. Okay, it's from the west side of town. Not too bad. These guild quests are super quick. Honestly, what quest line now that this is going to be the last guild we technically do, because the last two quests, general types of quests we're doing, is the main quest, and we got the Daedric quest. So I don't consider Daedric quests to be guild quests. I consider them to be separate entities. So of all the guilds, which one was? I think the Thieves Guild was by far and away the easiest. But which one was the most, like, in depth? Which would I say? That's really hard, I guess, to determine, simply because we were so, like, low-leveled when we were doing the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild that it felt like it was a lot tougher. And we also didn't have the benefit of the archaeologist's locator device at that time. Hey, dude, congratulations, Sasek. You'll be hearing from us not long from now. Great. Let's mark the noble's jewelry as completed. Thank you. And the prized item. Keep your voice down. My name is, or just call me. We know who you are, Rhodey. I have a good guild job for you. Standard pay. Interested? Great. You need to steal the long shirt from the Hearthford residence at Hawkfield Court. You have 7 days or the deal is off. Did I mention that the place is guarded? Could have sworn I said so. Okay. As I was saying, though, the one, I guess, downside of, having those two guilds, the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild that we started, we didn't have the access, really, to the locator devices. Today's the 15th of Evening Star, a holiday reverently observed in the temples as Northwind's Prayer. It's a thanksgiving to the gods for a good harvest and a mild winter. Some years like this one, the harvest was not particularly good and the winter unseasonably harsh on Hawkfield Court. But as the king is fond of saying, it could be much worse. The temples offer all their services, blessings, curing, healing, for half the donation usually requested. But we didn't have access to the archaeologist's locator device, which, has made all of these other guild quests not as bad, not as nightmarish with the horrible map that is this system. Nothing here. Great, go down here. But by far and away, this has been the easiest quest line for us to do because it's all within town, so I don't have to really do a whole lot of dungeon exploring or delving. So, in fact, I've not had to do any so far. We'll take the long shirt, thank you. And we're just going to go ahead and skedaddle out of here. I felt like I was leaving my buggy behind, but I was not. Wonderful. Go back to Aldingwall. What town? Oh, north side of town. I will be back once we are at the Thieves Guild. Alright, we're back here at the Thieves Guild. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Hey, dude. Got the goods. Well done. Standard pay for this job is 930 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. Thank you, thank you. Mark a prized item as completed. 4 quests left. Let's go on ahead and do the... for some reasons, like, did I miscount? No, there's a prized item and a prized herb. I was misreading. Okay. Valuable pages is next. I have a job, ordinary guild work, worth 783 gold. Just the standard guild fee. Interested? Yep. Go to the Buckingford Manor. Find the Hearthford residence. Inside is a rare book entitled The Arrow Shot Woman. Bring it to me within 7 days and I'll pay you. Simple enough. Great. Yep. So, you know how I said that this could be one episode, or this could be multiple, or it's definitely gonna be one. I don't foresee a random dungeon delving quest at this point. I think we're just gonna shoot for basically speed running at this point. The rest of or unintentionally speed running the rest of the Thieves Guild at this point. In fact, that's probably what the name of the episode is going to be, is something along the lines of speedrunning the Thieves Guild, or unintentionally speedrunning the Thieves Guild, because, man, these quests are moving rapidly. And it's not even like it's quests that, like, I would have trouble with at, like, a level, like, 1. Like, this is quests I would be perfectly fine with at, like, level 25, level 32, I think, which is maximum, or really any of them. As I proceed to, I think, go to every single location. Okay, listen, can you tell me where this is west of where I'm at? Did I miss it? Is it this one? No, it's not. Okay, well, can you tell me which residence it is? Can you, like straight up point it on my map? Northwest now. Oh, okay, is it this building? Did I just kind of decide to just walk past it? I did decide to just walk past it, I guess, by accident. Okay. Looking for an item to steal. Oh, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be, we know this layout. It's here, 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 and here, and here. Let me make sure I picked it up. I did. Okay. And then go back to Aldingwall. Get on horse. Thank you. Now go back to Aldingwall. And what side of town did we come in? And we came in on the west side. I will be back once we were at the Thieves Guild. I had something that popped up that said you picked up a leaflet that looks to be newly published. Edict of the King. The region of Daggerfall offers a gold reward for the capture and slaughter of one Nightblade of particular infamy known to the consort in the city of Westbrown. This villain has eluded the city guard and is presumed to be a flight risk. The king insists that the foe be subdued or slain within 3 days. Payment for successful completion may be obtained from the agent detail below. Okay, that's really cool that that came up. I have no... Did I see something? No, I thought that was a dragongling. That's just a plant, is what it is. I'm assuming, did that pop up in my... No, okay. That's a cool little kind of quest that just randomly pops up, but I'm not going to be doing it just because I decided that I'm sticking mainly to guild quests. I'm sticking to main story quests, and the Daedra quest is what I'm doing, because there's a bunch of different quests in this game that are kind of like, I would say is what are called miscellaneous quests would be kind of the best term. So we're just going to be skipping those, and those fall under things like Innkeeper, Noble Quests, stuff like that. But there are a bunch of others that, maybe if you've never played, that you guys can play for yourself. I missed it. I completely walked by the house. Where is the house? Oh, here's the house. Okay. It's not as showy as the Dark Brotherhood house, so I have trouble locating it sometimes. Hey, dude. By the Dark Lord, here's your guild fee. Maybe someday we can work together again. What do you mean? We're going to work together, like, literally right now. As you tell me, as I mark this quest is completed, and you tell me about a prized herb you apparently need, and I will be happy to provide. Rhodey is my... Yeah, I know who you are, Rhodey. This is a little touchy. I have 766 gold for you. If you will steal some Indulcet for me. I assume you know what Indulcet is. It's a highly addictive herb. Do you want the job? Sure. Go to Woodham Court, find the Hearthford residence, steal the Indulcet, bring it back within 12 days, and you'll get paid. Done and... Nope. Done and done, my dude. Let's go here to Woodham Court. I believe we've been here. I'm going to say we've been here in the last number, like 5 episodes, it feels like. And the beautiful part about the Thieves Guild, and the reason why we're moving through the Thieves Guild so fast, is all of the locations he's having us steal from are these tiny little towns that are like 6 buildings. So it's not even like I have like that many locations to search for. It's literally always, gonna be right here, and it's gonna be this building right here, see? So it's not even like I have to go and ask people and it's gonna be here, 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 and here. Man, I mean, I'm starting to, I've been saying, I get a feel of the dungeons, and I kind of know where the layout is for where, the item or the boss that I need to kill is going to be, but now I'm starting to really have that with buildings, too. I think that is like the 4th building now in a row where that has been the exact spawn location of the exact thing you needed to steal, so, yeah. I will be... How far are we? We're a little bit away. So, here's the thing. I'll be back once we are at the Thieves Guild. Alright, we have arrived here at the Thieves Guild. Let's go ahead and turn this quest in here to Rhodey. Hey, dude, here's your illicit drug. Just slip them into my pocket. Good. I don't think anyone saw you do that. Here's your 766 gold asset. Dude, we're in a building that's just Thief Guild members. Who cares? It's not like you got guards sitting around you. Who cares if someone sees? Let's go on ahead and mark that quest is completed. And second last quest, the Rich Merchant. You know who you are, Rhodey. I have wind of some pearl that some pig of a merchant just bought. I want you to pinch it and bring it here. I'll pay you 823 gold. Are you interested? Absolutely. In Aldinghope Garden, go to the Superior Provisions. It shouldn't be too tough to find the pearl. Get it back to me in 8 days and I'll pay you good. No questions. Okay. Great. This feels like, though, it's going to be a... Okay, I don't know what is coming after me, but I definitely hear it, so bring it. What is it? Oh, it's an iron golem. There's apparently just, for some reason, a random iron golem coming into town. Let's go here. We've not actually been to this town, because I would have remembered a name like Aldinghope Garden. How big of a place? Decently sized. Okay, it's going to be one of these shops, but hopefully it's going to be this shop right here, because that's the side of town I spawned in at. I really hope it is. No. Which one was it? It was Superior Provisions. Okay, I will be back once we find Superior Provisions and steal it. Alright, here's Superior Provisions. And where is it at? It's going to be upstairs. Probably here. Nope. Here? Okay, it's going to be all the way upstairs then. And here it is. Thank you. I will take you. Make sure I actually grabbed it. All right, we're back here at the Thieves Guild with the pearl. Here, oh, this shipment is better than I had thought. Here's your 850 gold Vassip. Don't spend it all on drink. Great. The rich merchant is completed, and finally, to end it out, for what it's worth, you can call yourself ringleader now, Vassip. Change of rank due to the meritus, blah 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 blah. Just so you know. Okay. Did that open up any other quests? I don't believe it probably did. Let me just check. No. Okay. Last quest technically, unless another one pops up when I reach max rank. But last quest is a treasured potion. Vassip, we know who you are, Rhodey. I have a line on an elixir, Fatai or Fatay. I need someone to lift it for me. I'll pay you 1,716 gold for you to do it. What do you say? Sure. At the essential essential pot herbs in Venom Wood, you will find the elixir Fatay or Fatai. Take it and bring it to me in 5 days, and I'll pay you. That's not too tough now, is it? No, it's absolutely not. In fact, your quests have been the easiest quests on the face of the planet. So let's go on ahead and go here. Travel. Oh, we're not even that far. We're just directly south from the... Hello? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Really interesting. Go back to Aldingwall? That's... really interesting. What? Make sure Phantom Wood, okay. I didn't want to click it by accident. That's not where we needed to go. Huh. This is obviously a glitch. This is not supposed to be happening, that a complete town has just straight up disappeared. So this is a bug, a Daggerfall Unity bug. I don't know what's done it, but obviously something has. So that's interesting. I'm obviously going to fail the quest because there's no town for me to go and pick it up from. So let's just go ahead and just travel over here and then travel back over here to Aldingwall and get hopefully a better, maybe a better spawn for a quest. So I'll be back once we're at the Thieves Guild, and hopefully we'll get in a quest that's in a town that actually exists and it's not been torn down to build like a I don't know, a parking lot or something is what it looked like. That is bizarre, man. That is maybe the strangest thing so far that we've, besides my game outright fully just straight up bugging and crashing to the point where it was unplayable and I had to basically recreate the character from scratch a number of episodes back. This has maybe been the most insane, like legitimate, like non-worrisome bug we've actually encountered so far. That was, I really wish you guys could have seen my face on that. I'm like, what in the world? Like, did I have myself turned around? No, I didn't have myself turned around. It was just that town was no longer in existence. Dude, can we try this again? Yeah. Warridgemore. Okay, perfect. We know that place exists because we've been there literally a number of episodes ago. So unless that place got torn down, to build a mini mall or something, or a... Okay, great. That was bizarre, man. That's gonna be my... Oh, man, if we weren't to have the name speedrunning, where we're going, we're wanting vintage antidotes or something like that. Is that listed? No. Okay, well, let's go down this way. Man, that still might be my thumbnail, because that's just... That's really unsettling, man. Okay. I might rename the episode from Speedrunning the Thieves Guild to Where in the Hell is This Town? We are looking for the Vintage Antidotes. Don't have a clue. Perfectly understandable. You are not a person. I didn't want the Thieves Guild. I actually wanted it northeast with a bit of a walk. Okay, so it's going to be one of those two buildings. So I'll be back once we are at the alchemist shop that we need to steal from. Alright, we're here at Vintage Antidotes. Let's go on ahead and pick it up, and it's actually right here. So great. And go back to Aldingwall and be done with this quest. How many days do I have left? Because it seems... Oh, I have 9 more days to finish it. So I will be back once we are turning in this quest. And then what's going to happen is, because I actually failed that quest, I lost a little bit of reputation with them. So I'm going to have to do some stuff. And like I did for the temple quest, I'm going to be basically grinding a couple more quests to get the max rank. I'll show that in this episode. And so I guess we actually don't need to make a cut, because basically I'm going to explain what's going to happen after this episode's done. Is at the end of today's episode, by the way, we're reading, for those that want to stick around and listen, we're reading Galerion the Mystic as somebody proceeds to try and attack me here. It's a nasty old werewolf, so excuse me, good sir, can you please stop? So that is the book we're reading. And so basically after this, because we are now officially done with all the guilds in the game, except for the 3 quests we have left for the Fighters Guild, which we need to get through sections of the main story first, so we're waiting off on doing that. The only other quests we have available to do are the Daedric quests. So starting next episode, we are going to be starting the Daedric quests. If you watched me summon Mehrunes Dagon, you know that it takes an insane amount of gold. That I don't actually have that amount to do all. I think there's like 20 quests in total. So basically what I'm going to be doing, and I feel comfortable doing, is I'm going to be console commanding in the gold to do those quests. Because I want to do them, and I want you guys to experience them and kind of see them. So we're going to be doing those, I'd imagine, over the next number of episodes that will not move as quickly as this Thieves Guild did. And then once all of the Daedric quests are done, we will be going into the main quest. And because it's been such a long time, probably going to be close to about 40 episodes since we've actually done a main quest, I will, at the beginning of the episode, replay the intro, introduction cutscene again, so we're all kind of familiar with what the main story is, and then we're going to be doing the main quest until we are finished. So who knows how many episodes it's going to be. I'd imagine we're probably going to get in around close to this episode, what, 30 something, if so. I want to say it's 34. So we're probably, I'd imagine, going to be somewhere within the episodes, somewhere in the 40 to, at most, I would imagine us getting done by episode 50. I don't foresee us going past 50. But yeah, that's kind of the roadmap from here on out. Hey dude, not bad. Here's your 1785 gold. Thank you, thank you. So here's what I'm going to do. I will be back once we have reached the max rank here at the Thieves Guild. Alright, hey kid. If you start hearing us call you Master Thief, it's because of your promotion. Seems that the Guildmaster don't think you're a total slob. And that is the max rank. Master Thief is, I believe, let me quadruple check. Yeah, Master Thief is the max rank here at the Thieves Guild. So, that is the Thieves Guild. So I will go on ahead and immediately go to Gothway Garden, and which is right there. Thank you. And like I said at the previously, today's book we are reading is Galerion the Mystic. So for those that want to stick around and listen to it, you can. But for those that don't, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Elder-Scrolls-A-Thon Daggerfall. If you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to stay updated on when new videos come to the channel. Any important updates for the channel will come via the community tab, so make sure to keep a check on that. We're not just going to be doing the Elder Scrolls here, or at least Daggerfall. We're eventually going to be moving on immediately after Daggerfall. In fact, in roughly about a month is Starfield, which we're going to be playing. We're going to be live streaming over on Twitch, and eventually videos will be coming to the channel. And then after Starfield's done, we're going to be going and playing Morrowind, and that's going to be blind. We're going to be playing Oblivion, that's going to be blind. We're going to go back eventually, and however long it takes to get to Skyrim, we're going to be doing that. So we got a lot of stuff. lot of Bethesda in the future, and a lot of other games eventually down the line that we're going to be playing. If you guys could take a minute, go down and hit the thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea how much hitting the thumbs up button helps the channel grow and get recognition with the algorithm and everything, so I would appreciate it. So for those who don't want to stick around and listen to the book, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. For those that do want to stick around and listen to the book, I will be back once we find Galerion the Mystic. Galerion the Mystic. During the early bloody years of the Second Era, Vanus Galerion was born under the name Trectus, a serf on the estate of a minor nobleman, Lord Girnese of Solikik of Kur. Trectus's father and mother were common laborers, but his father had secretly, against the law of Lord Girnese, taught himself and the Trectus to read. Lord Girnese had been advised that literate serfs were an abomination of nature and dangerous to themselves and their lords, and had closed all bookstalls within Solik on Kur. All booksellers, poets, and teachers were forbidden, except within Girnese's keep. Nevertheless, a small-scale smuggling operation kept a number of books and scrolls in circulation right under Girnese's shadow. When Trectus was 8, the smugglers were found and imprisoned. Some said that Trectus's mother, an ignorant and religious woman fearful of her husband, was the betrayer of the smugglers, but there were other rumors as well. The trial of the smugglers was non-existent, and the punishment swift. The body of Trectus's father was kept hanging for weeks during the hottest summers of Solikchich on Kur had seen in centuries. 3 months later, Trectus ran away from Lord Girnese's estate. He made it as far as Alinor, halfway across Somerset Isle. A band of troubadours found him nearly dead, curled and up in a ditch by the side of a road, nursed him to health, and employed him as an errand boy in return for food and shelter. One of the troubadours, a soothsayer named Heliand, began testing Trectus's mind and found the boy, though shy, to be preternaturally intelligent and sophisticated, given his circumstances. Heliand recognized in the boy's commonality, for Heliand had been trained on the Isle of Artaeum as a mystic. When the troop was performing in the village of Pontenansa on the far eastern end of Somerset, Heliand took Trectus, then a boy of 11, to the Isle of Artaeum. The magister of the isle, Lachesis, recognized potential for Trectus and took him on as a pupil, giving him the name Vanus Galerion. Vanus trained his mind on the Isle of Artem, as well as his body. Thus was the first Archmagister of the Mages Guild trained. From the Sijics of the Isle of Artaeum he received his training. From his childhood of want and injustice he received his philosophy of sharing knowledge. And that was a very short Galerion the Mystic. So for those that stuck around and listened to it, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.